What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another LEGO YouTube video. Today I thought it would be fun to kind of piggyback on the success of my other kind of LEGO ranking videos and go ahead and take a look back at some of the very first superhero sets we ever got, which were based around the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, at least the first and second one. I thought it'd be a fun idea to kind of pick through the sets that they released and go over which ones were my favorites. So let's just go ahead and get into the 11th pick. And at the number 11 spot, I have the smallest set of the entire wave. It's by no means a bad set, it's just like it doesn't really compare to the other ones. It's the Green Goblin set, and I think this was the cheapest set out of the entire wave, and it's good for what it's trying to be. You get like a decent Green Goblin minifigure who, I believe this rendition is exclusive as it lacks the kind of helmet printing, but it's a very easy way to get two of the main characters in the Spider-Man 1 movie, so like, I think it's a good set for what it's trying to do. I think the glider build also looks really nice, and you do get a few other kind of like side builds as well too, so it's a pretty good set, I feel like, at the end of the day. Just like, when you compare it to some of the other ones, it definitely falls short a bit, but still good for what it was trying to be. And then at the number 10 spot, I have one of the sets from Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock's Fusion Lab. And this is by no means a bad set. It has a great minifigure selection. We do get an exclusive Doc Ock, but I just feel like compared to some of the other ones, this definitely falls short. And there's not a whole lot going on with this set. You get this very small facade of the Fusion Lab, but you do get a good minifigure selection inside of the set, so I really do like that aspect of it. I just feel like this set could have been a whole lot more, but granted, for the price, you do get a decent value. I really like the kind of like fusion generator. I don't know the specific name of the ambulance though, but it just kind of falls short in my opinion. And then at the number 9 spot, we have a really simple but a classic LEGO Spider-Man set. It is Spider-Man Street Chase. It gives you a few kind of side builds like the skateboard and the motorbike, which I think is cool, and you get like a small kind of street with some details like a fire hydrant and the road signs, and you get a small jewelry store facade. So it's definitely a very simple LEGO set, but I just feel like I like this more than the Fusion Lab, as it's a cheaper set and it gives you more value in my opinion. It might be a little bit of a hot take to have the Fusion Lab so low, but I do really like all of the details inside of this set. It has some cool play features of like the ramp where you're able to kind of like launch the bikes in the air, and I just feel like it's a great set for what it's trying to be. And then at the number 8 spot, we have Doc Ock's Robbery, and I feel like this is another really cool set. I like the bank facade that they have. Again, it's very simple, but like, I feel like it accomplishes what it's trying to do. There's a cool play feature of the vault, and you do get 2 police vehicles, which I think was a cool value, and then you also get a nice Dr. Octopus minifigure inside of it too, and it's a very simplified set, as is every other set from this entire lineup, but I just find myself really liking this, because I feel like we hardly ever get banks in LEGO, and while this definitely isn't the best looking one, I feel like for what it is trying to do, it looks nice. I like the spiderweb pieces, and the minifigure selection is also great too. You get 5 minifigures, and I don't remember how much this set originally retailed for, but it seems like a good value, and I love the play feature with the vault, and I think it's just an all-around solid play set for the LEGO Spider-Man sub-theme. And then at the number 7 spot, we have Spider-Man's First Chase, and I feel like this is one of the most notorious LEGO Spider-Man sets, and it's one of the most important scenes in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, where Spider-Man kind of goes to the wrestling rink and tries to make some extra money, and it is, of course, where Uncle Ben dies. Unfortunately, there is no Uncle Ben minifigure, which I think is a big kind of like missed opportunity with this set, as we've never gotten the character in minifigure form, but I feel like I love the kind of Tobey Maguire balaclava Spider-Man minifigure, and I like the gate that they have and the cars that they include. The street lamps also look really great too, and I just love the kind of scene that you were able to set up, and given that this is one of the most important scenes in the movie trilogy, I feel like that's why I like it so much, even though it is very simple. And then at the number 6 spot, I have the Spider-Man Action Studio, and what I really like about this set is it's actually like a film set instead of just a play set, which I thought was a really cool idea for them to do with the kind of like LEGO Spider-Man theme, as we don't really see that in any other licensed theme, at least so far as of making this video, and it gives you a way better bank facade than the one that we got for the Spider-Man 2 set, and I love all of the film equipment included. You even get a director, which I thought was kind of funny. You get some nice side builds too, and it's just a very unique superhero set, even all of these years later. So I'm really happy with it, and I don't really have any complaints with it, and I love the kind of film set take on it. And then the next pick is kind of like the same set as the last one, except I feel like this one just has a whole lot more going on, I want to say, and I just love the building that is included a whole lot more, and it just has way more detail than I think the last pick on this list does. It's a very similar set. I think this one and the previous pick are kind of like neck and neck. I just kind of liked this one more. I feel like there's just a lot more going on to it, and it's the better set in my opinion, and I think this is actually one of the rarest LEGO Spider-Man sets too. And then at the number 4 spot, I have the LEGO Origins set from LEGO Spider-Man, which kind of depicts the first scene for how Spider-Man got his powers, and I think it's a really cool LEGO set. It's very simple, like all of the other sets on this list, but it boasts a really nice minifigure selection. I love the Green Goblin included. You also get Peter Parker and Norman Osborn, and you of course get the kind of OG nostalgic Spider-Man suit, and you get a Mary Jane minifigure inside, as well as a few other side characters inside of it too. So it has a great minifigure roster, and this is a very unique set when compared to any of the other Spider-Man sets. It's got some really unique sticker pieces to it, and it's just such an iconic scene from the first movie. How could you not love it? And then I also like how you get Green Goblin's origin too. You get Green Goblin and Spidey's origin in one set, which I think is just a great idea and a great value. And then at the number 3 spot, we have Spider-Man's Train Rescue, which of course depicts one of my favorite scenes from the entire Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, and I feel like they did a great job translating that into LEGO, especially considering the time it was released. You get a very simple train car, but you get some really cool minifigures, including J. Jonah, who I believe is exclusive to this set, though he might have come in another one, but I'm pretty sure he's exclusive to this one. You get, of course, the train tracks, and you can see kind of the webbed up kind of like area over here to stop the train, and I feel like this is just a really simple set, but also a great one too. I love the train car, and I feel like it's easily expandable if you wanted to buy more of the set to kind of like have a more accurate depiction of the scene. Minifigure selection, also great, and it's just one of my favorite scenes in the entire Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, and they did a great job replicating it into LEGO, and I think it makes for a great display piece too. So definitely one of my favorites. And then at the number 2 spot, I have Doc Ock's Hideout, and this was almost number 1, but I feel like the first pick is just a little bit more iconic than this one, but this is of course the kind of final closing scene of Spider-Man 2, and what I really like about this set is it honestly looks like its own standalone building, and it would be really easy to kind of integrate it into any LEGO City display with like few modifications. It has some great play features inside of it too, like the wall coming apart as the kind of building collapses in on itself. You also get a blue base plate included in the set, which I thought was cool, so you can kind of have like some boats off to the side, and I really love all of these sticker pieces that we can see kind of depicting the glass on the exterior of it. You also get a cool dock scene as well, and I just feel like I have no complaints with this set. I feel like this set you could easily just plop into a LEGO City and tell a fun story, and there's really nothing wrong with it. Even all of these years later, I'm still very happy with this set, and it's easily one of my favorites, and it's also just a great scene from the ending of the Spider-Man 2 movie too, so how could you not love this set? And then the first pick on my list is the final showdown from the very first Spider-Man movie. I feel like this is just one of the most iconic scenes out of the entire Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, and it's a very unique set too, and it reminds me a lot of the 2016 Spider-Man Web Warriors Bridge Battle, except this one is definitely a lot more simplified, but I feel like I kind of like it more than that one, as I really like the kind of brick pieces that we see here. Also, the monorail looks really cool, and is something that I've only ever really seen in the Ninjago City Market set, so it's kind of cool to see how this started and how they kind of learned from this, and it's just a really cool set with tons of play features on it. You get a bunch of great minifigures included too, and while it definitely is not the most detailed piece of, or not the most detailed LEGO Spider-Man set, it still is one of my favorites, and I love the set so much. I think they didn't really, like, considering the time it came out, there's not a whole lot wrong with it, and it's just one of the most iconic sets from the entire Spider-Man theme. I feel like when I think of a Spider-Man set from the kind of classic classic 2003, 2004 wave, this is the set that comes to mind. So that's the end of my ranking. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you all thought of my list. Do you agree or disagree with the picks that I have and where they were? And what is your favorite LEGO Spider-Man set from the original Tobey Maguire theme? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video and subscribe if you are new around here. But that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.